Kia ora, Canterbury. Welcome to Canterbury Live this beautiful Wednesday. Isn't it balmy out there? Now, apparently there is a bit of rain coming though and wind after 1 o'clock today, so be prepared. And be prepared is what I hope I will be this Friday when I catch up with Tiki Tane, the man himself. Of course, he will be in town for Tiki Tane Mahuta, that wonderful stage production that's happening at Lady Isaac Theatre Royal. So it'll be just gorgeous. Well, this Sunday, very special day, and Mother's. Yes, it is Mother's Day, and we're giving you an opportunity to win a beautiful night away in Kaikoura. Kaikoura Boutique Hotel is a haven of luxury accommodation. An historic waterfront boutique hotel with stunning interiors and exclusive service awaits you. Stay in designer luxury accommodation on Kaikoura's waterfront. Be rendered speechless when you catch sight of a humpback whale right outside the window. Delight in your Kaikoura vacation, romantic escape or executive retreat at our exclusive boutique hotel. Your comfort and enjoyment is our highest priority. Righty ho. So if you would love to win that night away for your mother, just simply give us a call on 3777 033 or go to our Facebook page. But we need to know why your mother should have that night away. I'm sure it'll be very easy to answer that. Well, we have some tickets also to take you along to the rugby that's happening. The Crusaders are versing the Reds, and as well as that, there is a wonderful movie coming. It is all about Cobain, the montage of Heck.
I'm Kurt Cobain.
This is the look of Aberdeen. Come on, look at the camera. She's a fiery creature, that old Courtney Love, isn't she? I'm looking forward to seeing that movie very much indeed. So to win those tickets, just call through 3777 033 or Facebook page. Make sure you like us and leave your details. It's as simple as that. Coming up on today's show, we catch up with Laura, our shrinking violet, about that wonderful path that she's on with her paleo diet. And Deborah Shepherd, an author, joins me about her wonderful new book and her journey of how she overcome her pain through writing. And Anne Stone is here, and we're not in the kitchen, but she's giving you some recipes on how to use your unused sugar as beauty treatments. Intrigued? Make sure you tune in. But first up, love this time of the month, catching up with my friend Anthony Goff. Hello there.
Wonderful, lovely
You're
to
just
see
shining.
you.
You're like a little bit of sunshine in here already. Look at that.
Oh, it always is when you come to CTV.
Oh, bless, I'll keep you on, love. Good on you. Now, you have to show off your shoes. Doug's very envious, you see. He's got boring old shoes on. Look at yours.
These shoes have got skulls and roses on them, so they're quite unusual.
Oh, yeah. Very Guns N' Rosy looking, aren't they? Jeez, they could do some serious damage, lovely, couldn't they? You better watch out who you tap with those.
Yeah, well, I wear my steel taps when I come here, obviously. It's always a construction site in Christchurch.
Yeah, it is. Hey, very cool indeed. You are chairing a wonderful thing that's happening, a 21-day challenge at the University of Canterbury. Tell us about that.
Right, well, this is we've got this fabulous person, Linda Cruz. She's a humanitarian that she follows the disasters. So she's not the person who turns up on the day when the earthquake happens in Nepal. No, she's coming a month later when the media spotlights come off them, the Red Cross is left, and all the support services, and all these people left with no houses, no income, no businesses, been wiped off the map, and she's the person that puts it all back together. Fantastic, larger-than-life type of person, absolutely wonderful. She's written this fantastic book, which...
Marmalade and Machine Guns, love it.
Absolutely wonderful. Now, she's in Christchurch right now and attached to the University of Canterbury. They've got 6 teams of 5 people, and they're going to be given $5,000 in 5 days to make a difference in the Philippines. And that was launched last night, and they've got 21 days to come up with a scheme. And there's 6 teams, and 1 team will be picked, and all expenses paid, trip to the Philippines for 5 days for these 5 students.
And to implement it.
To implement it.
Wow, that's brilliant. What a fantastic cause, and very exciting. And I believe that some of the teams are being mentored as well from business leaders here in Christchurch as well,
so
which is great.
Every student, there's 30 students in total, will have one mentor, business mentor in Christchurch, and they get 2 hours a week with that mentor. So there's a real dynamic straight on there, and I was chairman of the launch, and I'm going to be one of the judges. As I say, well, I have to sort of stand back and look as though I'm independent, but I'm passionate about it all. It's wonderful. And
as you should be.
And this is where the University of Canterbury, they said, we're not just teaching people to actually, understand chemistry or something like this. No, we want to teach them life and how to actually interact, the importance of humanitarian organisations around the world.
Yes, it's a full circle, Anthony. Hey, 10-year plan. I know this is a little bit of a platform for you to have your beef, so let's talk about it.
Well, this is the council's budget for the next 10 years. And we all know council's short of money. There's no secret about that. The thing is, how are we going to short run this money? So either we don't do things, or we put the rates up enormously, or we sell some of our shares in businesses that probably shouldn't be in. Like, why are we in Red Buses? There's Leopard and everything else. Red Bus has not made any serious profit for the last 5 years. This is stupid. We should be selling off the business. City Care looks after our parks and gardens. No, it doesn't. It just lost the contract this year. What are they looking after? Cemeteries. That's all. So what in the heck are we doing with a maintenance crew that doesn't look after our gardens? It's gone to an outside company. So you look at some of these things and ask the question, why are we repairing the James Hay Theatre? When I was at Theatre Royal, same size, far better venue. I'd rather go there every day of the week. Let's save some money. Why are we looking to own our libraries? Hey, libraries are going to change in the next 10 years. If you haven't worked out that actually in the next 10 years, we're going to see an electronic age come on in libraries. We're going to read it from iPads and everything else. Why would you want to lock yourself down in technology and spend $85 million on a new library? These are some of the things you've got to question. Why are we doing this? And rates rises, they say it's 8.75. Actually, commercial rates are rising by around 11%, compounding. In 5 years, it'll be a 50% rate rise. And there's a 66% differential, so they pay 66% more than others. It hurts businesses. It's unsustainable, that sort of rate rise. So I think we've got to get a reality check. Why are we going to build a big stadium? I like the temporary one at the moment. It rattles and it feels all part of it. It's great. So I think we need to do some reality checks around. Why do we have social housing?
Well, the reality check can happen next time we come on. I challenge you. So who or what should we have within the council to make these big decisions and make them happen? Great seeing you. It's looking fab, fab, fab. Keep that sunshine shining. Stay with us after the break. Another ray of sunshine joins me, Ange Stone.
Is he a customer that's really worth keeping? Victoria, what do you want from...
Hi, I'm Chris Lynch. Join me every Monday at 8:30 on CTV as we discuss the issues affecting you, your family and everything to do with Canterbury. That's CTV 8:30 right here.
Computer not working? Replace or repair? DIY or get a technician? Looking for parts? Thinking of upgrading? Need accessories? You've got questions, we've got answers. Global PC.
The preparation, the devotion, the fearlessness, the intensity. Runway model management. First impressions are everything.
Made to measure interiors, made with care, made for you.
Join Graham Sinclair and the team at Gone Fishing as they bring you great stories, fishing tips and beautiful scenery. Gone Fishing, Friday night at 8:30, right here on CTV.
Anchor
you may not believe it, but this gorgeous creature next to me is a fab cook. I know, you just want to hate her because she's gorgeous. You know, she's a mum and she's got a great businesses and her fingers in so many different pies.
Yes, I do.
I know, but she's also an awesome chef. And so it's really cool this week that this whole anti-sugar thing, you're putting it into beauty treatments, which is quite cool.
Absolutely. You know, we are consuming way too much sugar. It's not good. So we thought we'd open the pantry and actually have a wee look and see what we can do with this sugar.
I know. So first one up it sounds yummy actually. Brown sugar vanilla scrub. Love that.
Yeah.
So there we go.
It's really gorgeous to use, and you know, brown sugar is quite soft on the skin as well, but it really does work. You know, you don't have to have expensive scrubs to actually get the result. This just exfoliates the skin and leaves the skin feeling really smooth. Just maybe once a week for a month, you'll notice a huge difference.
And I'm thinking that smell as well, almond oil would just be a bit luxurious. Because, I mean, I think we all do it. Sometimes we buy with our eyes.
Yes.
But we're sold on packaging.
Yes.
But we don't actually look at what's actually going into the products.
Absolutely. You know, sugar is actually in everything today, from ice cream to yogurt to bread. You know, I know myself, we're just trying to eliminate it as much as possible out of our diet. It is hard, yeah, but really do try it and you will notice a huge difference. And especially if you've got teenagers in the house, skin, like through this T-zone, they really do, they can break out a lot from excess sugar, not just Coca-Cola and lollies and things, it's just excess sugar in general.
Rightio. Next up, this is quite funny, the streak remover. So this is when we've had the old self-tanning and it's not looking too pretty.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, some tans you can turn orange rather than brown.
Oompa loompa.
So, absolutely. This is one way of actually removing that tan quickly, especially if you've had it done that particular day. You know, grab a cup of sugar, put some olive oil in it, and it's the lemon that really helps, and the honey, of course.
Yeah, okay. Because unfortunately, if you go to someone that maybe, you know, that's a great price, I'll just go to that self-tanning, you know, get the old spray tan, and it turns out really streaky.
Oh, yes.
That's why it's so important to get a really, really good tanner. And you've got a fantastic lady that you recommend, isn't it?
Julia Laurie. Yeah, she operates out of the Contours gym just over in...
Cranford Street.
Yeah, just off Cranford Street. And there... She comes around home, she does my spray tans, but she does have a premise as well. She's fabulous.
Yeah, so don't skimp on going to a cheap option, really. Next up, a coconut sugar lip exfoliate. Coconut sugar, yum.
Yeah, this is really good at this time of the year as well, especially when you finally got lots, like your lips are a little bit more dry and cracked. It's just the change of the season, going from hot temperatures to cold temperatures. You know, the coconut oil is amazing. Put it with some coconut sugar and the honey and just mix it out into a little paste, pop it on your lips, and if you can, even do this and go to bed. Leave it on your lips all night, absolutely. You wake up in the morning and your lips will just be like just totally moisturised. Yep, you'll be amazed.
Okay. Probably warn the person sitting beside you,
Be careful.
or lying beside you, like, oh, what's going on there?
No kisses tonight,
No
sweetheart.
kisses tonight, but tomorrow morning. Next up, the sugar hand and foot exfoliator.
Yeah, I love this one. I think this is the ultimate. You know, you can do this really quickly. As soon as you've come home, like, even if your man's been out working, just grab his hands, put this together real quickly and just run your hands together, then put your hands under some nice warm water. Your hands will feel brand new. And feet, you know, we're really passionate about feet, and you've really got to look after them. This will do it.
You know, you touched on feet then, no pun intended, but your feet, there's so many nerves in your feet,
Absolutely.
and to actually get pampered, I think it's like Mother's Day coming up this Sunday. How awesome to give your mum like a pedicure.
Yeah, and a foot spa, even a foot spa you can buy at a pharmacy. You know, my children bought me one of those years ago. We sit there and we have turns. You put your feet into the foot spa, you do the exfoliant, back into the foot spa. Amazing. You know, we stand on those things all day long.
Exactly.
We run on them, we exercise on them. we really do need to look after our extematories.
Oh, good on you. Hey, this Sunday, have a beautiful Mother's Day.
Thank you.
I know your gorgeous ones will spoil you, as you should, my lovely.
I've bought them lots of presents for me.
I know. Oh, you do that as well. I know, it's bad, isn't it? It's bad, but you get what you want. Anyway, hey, good seeing you. Now stay with us because we catch up, or I caught up with Deborah Shepherd with her beautiful new book.
My book, Giving Yourself to Life, a journal of pain, hope and renewal, began unexpectedly. I am a biographer and a teacher of life writing and was engaged on another project writing about memoir when, seeking help for a maddening and baffling pain in my sciatic nerve, I agreed.
And joining us now is Deborah Shepherd. Welcome to Canterbury Live, Deborah. Thank you for making time to see us. So you had a wonderful event in Christchurch, and it's all to do with your beautiful new book, Giving Yourself to Life.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you are a Christchurch girl, though?
Yes, I am. I grew up here, was educated here. My first job was working for the town planning department on the heritage buildings file, writing about special heritage architecture in Christchurch.
Okay.
Yes, so that's been hard watching and coming back and seeing the buildings crumbling and falling and disappearing. So last night having the event in the Knox Church, which is wonderful. They've restored it.
Building,
Yes, to see the old blended with the new, very successful. So that was lovely. And although I've lived in Auckland for 25 or more years, home is where the heart is, isn't it? This is my home. My mother lives here, my mother-in-law, my family, my friends. I come back a lot. I care about it.
Yeah, and that's very, very evident. Giving Yourself to Life, where did the concept come from, or the idea?
Well, I am a biographer and I teach memoir, and I was writing a book on how to write memoir when I didn't expect to write this, but I had this chronic, persistent, maddening pain in my sciatic nerve, and I agreed to an operation. I thought it was going to fix the problem. I didn't know I had a chronic neuropathic pain condition, which is like a malfunctioning in the brain, where although the injury heals, the brain keeps sending messages of pain, and it's there all the time, day and night. And so I had to find a way to learn to live with it. Well, the day after the operation, a friend visited with a gift, and it was a journal, and she said, "Write, Deborah, write your way through." And I looked at the journal and I wondered if I could. I was woozy on the drugs, but anyway, I wrote 3 lines, sort of home from hospital. Fiona has given me a gift. I write these words: pain swells, engulfs, swallows me whole. And then the next day I wrote a few more lines, and the next some more, and I was finding I was beginning to enjoy it. And I was noticing how there's a process occurs where you express whatever your feelings of hurt, distress, anger, whatever's going on that's perplexing you, you write that. Well, then there's sort of a space opens up for you then to reflect upon it, to be maybe a bit wise about it, to comfort yourself perhaps. The other thing I was doing was writing very much in the moment, and I was recovering for a long time at home, so I was confined to the world just beyond my windows, which was the garden, the creatures that lived there, and so I began observing nature and writing a lot more about that, and then I would find myself feeling very peaceful, and it was really helping with the pain.
Well, this, I can call it a journal, will help a lot of people. Who do you think this is aimed at then?
Well, what I wanted in my time of real distress was a book that was written in the middle of pain. There were memoirs written after the nightmare's over, but no one had written about what it's like to be in the middle of it. So I think for pain sufferers, but the book is about all the pains. It's a philosophical look at how do human beings deal with adversity, with circumstances that have come along they didn't ask for and that are difficult. And so it was written during 2011 and 2012 when I was talking a lot with my mother, who lives here, and it is about the earthquakes as well. It's about emotional pain and despair.
Well, you've certainly, such a beautifully way that's been written. I can't see anyone not enjoying it and embracing it and feeling exactly what you did as well. So thank you very much. We have a book to give away to a very lucky viewer, Giving Yourself to Life. It's a gorgeous book, and you just need to call through to Marianne 3777 033 or go to our Facebook page. Congratulations to you, Deborah.
Thank you very much.
Righty-o, now stay with us after the break. Have you thought about if I can still eat out when I'm on a paleo diet? Well, it is possible, and Laura shares how you can do that. See you soon.
Kids television is right here on CTV. Tune in every Saturday from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. for an exciting range of fantastic kids programming. Join in with all the fun Saturday mornings from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. on CTV.
At Bowden Environmental, we specialise in all aspects of resource management, so you don't have to deal with the paperwork. With the skills and knowledge to organise any environmental work, we can guide you through the process from start to finish. From organising consents and farm environmental plans to pump and well testing, Bowden Environmental has it covered. Save time and remove the stress. See the specialist. Bowden Environmental. Computer not working? Replace or repair. DIY or get a technician. Looking for parts? Thinking of upgrading? Need accessories? You've got questions, we've got answers. Global PC.
Come on down to Ferrymead Golf. Care for a game of paintball? How about some swings on the old driving range? Or on our par 3 9-hole golf course? Test your skills on the mini golf course or have a go at the airgun shooting range. Then relax at the Wow Cafe with one of our super succulent Wow Burgers. Whether you want to perfect your swing or are looking for a fun family day out, come down to Ferrymead Golf, 50 Ferrymead Park Drive, right next to the Ferrymead Heritage Park.
Arts 21 showcases the vast creative talent and minds that are making a name for themselves in Europe and beyond. Think outside the square with Arts 21.
The Shrinking Violet, Elora, joining me now. Paleo diet, yay, love it, embrace it, but hey, I want to go out. I don't want to cook every night on a paleo diet. So what can I do?
This is a question I actually get asked quite a lot, and coming from someone who I grew up going out for meals quite often, still love going out, love the whole atmosphere of going out, want to be social with friends, it is a biggie, and it's something that a lot of people think is really hard, but actually at the end of the day is not too hard, especially if you're going to a Western style restaurant. You can go places and you can normally get chicken salad is obviously an easy one, like a Caesar salad, take off the croutons. When you're going out, it's really important that you choose your battles. A lot of people will go out and panic, oh my gosh, there'll be seed oils in this dressing, there'll be canola oil, I don't want that. But at the end of the day, there's like a maximum of maybe like 2 tablespoons of dressing on it, and you can kind of afford to have that if you want to while you're out and about. So like, yeah, as I said, a chicken Caesar, or you can get steak and vegetables, grilled chicken and vegetables. There are so many options. But if you aren't going to a Western restaurant, another really, really good place to go is Indian. I wouldn't personally have the naan bread or anything like that, but you will find that a lot of people who follow a paleo lifestyle will on the odd occasion incorporate a little bit of rice into their diet. Mm-hmm. Obviously that is a grain, but it is the one that causes the least havoc in the body out of all of the grains, and a white rice isn't going to kill you, it's not going to be the end of your day. So as long as it's a traditional Indian restaurant, that's going to be your best bet. I'll always go for something like a lamb madras or a chicken korma, as long as they aren't using milk products. If your body tolerates dairy, it's fine, but I tend to go for the ones that have the coconut cream base instead.
Yum-o. And do you find restaurants are now a lot more savvy and receptive of excluding things
Certainly.
off an item on the menu?
Yeah, I mean, breakfast is probably the easiest thing to go out for. I will do a lot of brunch meetups with people, certainly because, you know, at the end of the day, it's going to be fine if you say, hey, I can't have the toast, just leave it off. At the end of the day, I believe that you're going out, you're paying for their service, you're paying for the food. I think it's acceptable to tailor it for your needs. I was up in Auckland recently, and they had a meal that came with potato chips and gravy. It was a nice restaurant, and I said, hey, look, I see you've got kumara on your menu. Can I swap it for that and make sure it's gluten-free? And instead of the gravy, I had their black garlic aioli, and it was amazing.
Black garlic aioli. So what's the black aspect? Pepper,
I think it's just a breed of garlic, but it was incredible and it was smoky and amazing.
Oh, it sounds divine. But as you said, it depends on the restaurant, but people's diets are so different now. You just touched on gluten.
Yeah.
Then, and that's been quite, and now paleo is now the vogue at the moment. And how about our children though? Say if we're going out to a family restaurant and that, do you find that children are embracing the paleo with their parents, or?
It can be really hard. A lot of parents don't choose to feed their children paleo when they're following it. I know a family who has brought, since birth, one of their children has been paleo, the newest child to the family, and the other one has been almost gluten-free, I think, his entire life. So even if you go as far as them being gluten-free, that is going to be far better than if you went and fed them everything, especially if you want what's best for your children as well.
Exactly.
It can obviously be hard when you take them to a fish and chip day at school. I know the friend of mine who has a paleo child, she ended up making her own fish and chips with kumara chips, and she crumbed her own fish and fried it, took it along so that he felt normal and looked normal, but obviously he wasn't going to have the food that the other kids were having.
Just quite, that sounds much tastier. Anyway, before we go, what's one hot place in Christchurch we're on a paleo diet that we should go to and dine out?
Oh, I've got two for breakfast. Is Columbus Coffee in Riccarton. I love their smashed avocado with poached eggs on top. I take away the bread and ask for extra bacon instead, and it's amazing, and it's got cherry tomatoes and feta and all sorts of yum stuff on it. And the other place for dinner is Lone Star. I love their honky tonk chicken, which is gluten and dairy free. And I swap the buffalo chips for roast vegetables.
Yummo. There we are. We've tempted you all now. Run out and make your bookings. We'll see you next time. Thanks, Laura. It's always good catching up with Laura, all those tips and things on the paleo diet. Well, on tomorrow's show, Moses Robbins, as social media guru, joins me in giving some tips on things to watch out with your gadgets. As well as that, Mercy is back in the kitchen with our foodie fix, and it has a Mother's Day theme, and there is an awesome monster garage sale happening thanks to the local Rotary Club. Have a fantastic day. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow.